If you've traveled much, especially for business, well, you know how it goes. You take a long flight, you arrive tired, you work all day before you can finally unpack and unwind. But I found out it doesn't have to happen that way. I'm Robert Beagle with Romance Alive, and I'd like to share with you how one simple romantic act turned a weary business trip into a romantic moment memory I'll never forget. A few years back, I was often traveling between the US and Europe for work. I'd work a full day in Atlanta, rush down to the airport for my overnight flight with hundreds of my closest friends. And on that flight, I would try to get 4 to 6 hours of sleep, though how much sleep I got was often determined by my little airplane neighborhood, if you know what I mean. Well, when we finally arrived the next morning, I grabbed my carry-on luggage, sprint through well, going through customs wasn't a sprint. It was more of a hurry up and wait in the long line. Well, after clearing customs, I'd head downtown praying for an early hotel check-in so I could drop off my bag and take a quick shower. That shower, those showers that I would get in the morning, they were life-saving, especially with the zone difference. 7 a.m. in London or 8 a.m. in Paris or Madrid, and it was 2 a.m. at home, middle of the night. During that first day, cups of coffee became my best friends. Now, to fight jet lag, I made myself stay up until at least 8 that first evening. I did that all the while trying not to face plant into a bowl of spaghetti or whatever I was having for dinner. And actually, that almost happened once. I caught myself nodding off into a bowl of spaghetti. After 2 straight days of work and travel, by the time I got back to the hotel room, I was running on fumes. But I did need to get a couple things out of my bag. As I unpacked, something unexpected happened. In my carry-on, I discovered a chocolate candy bar and a handwritten note my sweetie had secretly tucked under one of my shirts. It wasn't a fancy store-bought card, it didn't have sparkles or glitter, but the message she had written reminded me she loved me and was looking forward to my return. Maybe you can imagine it, but boy, my exhaustion just instantly melted away. I felt her touch my soul with her note and her gift. I went from dragging my tail like Winnie the Pooh's Eeyore to grinning like Tigger. That little surprise connected us across the ocean. Now, my personal romantic preference grouping, the way I best feel romanced, is through touch. But even though she used words and small gifts, which really aren't part of the touch romantic preference grouping, I still felt deeply romanced. Because what mattered was her thoughtfulness, her effort, her love that I felt there. On later trips, she would at times leave notes for me to discover. And each time I'd again feel her reaching out across the miles, across the ocean. My face would smile and my heart skip a beat as she created this romantic moment just for me. So let me ask you, what unexpected, simple romantic moment have you created for your partner this week? Could it have been an unexpected text in the middle of the day? Or an evening stroll, just the two of you? Maybe it was an embrace and lingering kiss when they walked in the door. Or you just spent the evening curled up together watching TV. As you can see, a romantic moment doesn't have to be big and grandiose. It just has to be personal and heartfelt and real. And then if you can tie it into his or her romantic preference grouping, well, that's even better. But remember, the most important thing is to create and then keep on creating romantic moments for that special person in your life. So, when will you create your next romantic moment for him or her? Now, here I've created more videos like this one, ones that help you with romance and relationship. I invite you to follow me here and discover more ideas on romance and relationships. There are also videos on romantic moment ideas you can create for your partner. And visit romancealive.com for more tips and ideas and also services to help you strengthen your relationship. So check out my website. I'm Robert Beagle with Romance Alive. I want to assist you in making your relationship exceptional and help you keep your romance alive.